Hi there, this is Datila, and welcome to the TNAIW GoGoPower Rankings show. As always, I'm joined by my co-host, Burt Maclin, no relation to Steve Maclin.
Hey, how's it going?
All right, so quite an episode we had this week. I mean, there were people on we had a great main event, very great main event. But I feel like the rankings this week it should be a little interesting, especially because our world champion didn't have a match this week.
That's when we get to the rankings, people will see that this is the weeks that are the hardest because the world champion always should be in your mind. He's mentioned, he was brought up, especially with VBD, but he wasn't there. So it's very tough I know it's tough for me since I vote where to put him every week. So, people are going to be very interested to see, because I don't think that anyone who watches the show would expect him to be number one, but I could see people would still vote him number one for the reasons I just said, that he is our world champion.
I definitely do agree with you on that. Like, I get that being world champion carries a lot of weight, but we also got to take into consideration Josh Alexander just had a cameo appearance backstage. He didn't really do anything this week.
And, I think that where it hurts Josh Alexander on this small point of the power ranking as a whole, this is what Impact does really well, that it's not just about one storyline. This show is a perfect example of they include everybody. Everybody gets time. So I'm fine with it.
Yeah, definitely. All right. So before we get into the power rankings, how can you join the power rankings committee?
All you have to do is just reach out to me on Twitter at Burt Maclin 11, either DM or just shoot me a tweet. And we're always looking for people who watch Impact every week and who will be willing just to take some time, just get out a quick top 10. That's as simple as that.
All right. Well, with that being said, let's play the power rankings. Number 10, Honor No More. Number 9, Just Selling the Influence. Number 8, Tag Team Champions Team Ragnarok. Number 7, Tag Team Champions Bullet Club. And number 6, Virtuosa Diana Purrazzo. Number 5, Venom Trey Miguel. Number 4, World Champion Jordan Grace. Number 3, World Champion Josh Alexander. Number 2, HBIC Mia Yim. Number 1, X Division Champion Mike Bailey. Wow, I have to say, Josh Alexander being number 3, that is pretty shocking. I was expecting him to, because he is still world champion, at least be number 2, but yet the HBAC Mia Yim took that spot. This is pretty controversial if you ask me. I think this is the first time that Josh Alexander has fallen to the number 3 spot. I mean, he's been number 2, but number 3? Controversial.
I don't think it's controversial at all, just for the simple fact that 3, I could see him being lower, but just because being world champion carries weight, he's number 3. I think only because of that, only because he's world champion, he could have been lower. But I think the theme of this ranking, and congratulations, should go to Speedball. Yes, exactly. The last couple of weeks, and you saw him selling his knees in this last match, him and Trey Miguel. I like how that continued. Tom and Matt did both a great job to let you know that their knees were shredded after that match, wrecked. And I think it showed in both their matches. And congratulations to Mike Bailey for being number 1. I think since he's come over to Impact, he's a star, a big star. Just another one, another star Impact has.
Yeah, definitely. And speaking of stars, Speedball Mike Bailey having an incredible match against the debuting Alan Angels. I feel like Alan Angels could have had been a contender for the power rankings, he probably could have gone at number 10.
I'll say I voted for Alan Angels. I had him at number 10 in my rankings. I think that, why I watched him on that other show. I think that, which I watch, I think Impact can get more out of him. And I think I owe it to the commentating team, especially Tom Hannaford in that beginning. He really made Alan Angels feel like a big deal, and I appreciate that. So I hope we see more of Alan Angels and Impact going forward.
They introduced him as a newest signee, right?
If they did, I've heard that, but if they did, that's awesome.
I believe they did. I could be mistaken, though. The commentary did say something about him, though.
That's good. Yeah. That's awesome.
But okay, so Honor No More is starting to crack. They're starting to crack. Yet they're still on power rankings when PCO had a match.
There is definitely dissension in Honor No More. I think you'll understand this. When you can't have a functioning Megazord if one of the pieces isn't working. And Honor No More before was the Megazord, and now it's starting to crack a little bit. The leg's not working. That's
true. And since PCO wears blue, I would gladly say he's the Triceratops leg.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, definitely. I thought, honestly, I don't know about how you felt, but I thought Honor No More was still going to turn on PCO even though he won the match.
I think that's coming, and I think Vincent will go along with him. I just think that that's the way you kind of get those two out of the group.
Yeah, and did you see those eyes that Maria threw at PCO? She was like,
Maria's the one that controls that group. So whatever she says, So yeah. PCO's days might be near. Might be
Oh wow. Jordan Gray is coming in at number 4, which is understandable. The champions are all pretty high on the list. So
I think Mia Yim being higher than her is one of two factors. I think the match that her and Gianna put on was very, very good. So her getting the victory in that and then becoming the #1 contender, I have no problem with her being number 2 this week.
Yeah, no, definitely. Mia Yim and Deonna Purrazzo definitely killed it. That was an amazing main event. On Impact, showing truly why the Knockouts division is the best women's division of all time.
They just give you quality every week in that division, and will constantly just give you more. They'll give you stories that make the matches that much better.
Yeah, and not to mention each of them, like whether it's the Knockouts title, the Knockouts tag titles, or just each of them has their own separate storyline.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I said previously, everyone gets time packed, and they managed to get a segment out of everybody, and I really appreciate that. It makes the show complete and flow really smoothly.
Yeah, I definitely do agree. Well, I think that's it. I think we've discussed everything. Don't you think, Burt?
I think we did. I think that wraps it up. It was another great show.
It definitely was. But with that being said, you guys, thank you guys all so much for watching and for the continuous support. Thank you for making last week's Power Rankings the most watched Power Rankings of all time. Thank you so much. It means a lot to us. Well, with that being said, we'll see you guys next week. Have a great day.